Hello there. So I just wanted to do a quick video because there's something that I just really wanted to get off my chest, because recently I've been getting a lot of negative comments about my lips. Now, I know that not everyone is like a huge fan of lip fillers. Like, I completely get that. But I don't know what it is about the internet, and it actually probably the anonymous nature of the internet. You know, you're kind of sat behind your phone or your computer or whatever. I think somehow people feel like they can just say whatever they want to anyone on the internet, because it's kind of like, oh well, they're on the internet, so and I'm on the internet, so you know what, I'm just going to say whatever I feel. And by the way, I must just make very clear that this video is not in any way directed towards 99.9% of you, because I'm pretty sure that the negative comments that I've had here on my YouTube channel and also on my Instagram page, I'm sure that the majority of those comments have actually come from either kind of lurkers or people that are just kind of like stopping through. They're just like stopping through and just feel like they're just going to throw a little, like, you know, criticism about my lips. That give me their opinions on why they think lip fillers are bad, and just, you know, ask me what's wrong with your lips. Like, you know, this video is not directed at the vast majority of you guys who are my, you know, long-term, devoted, extremely supportive and encouraging and positive. And, you know, the majority of you guys, I feel thankful every single day that you're such a nice bunch of people. But basically, I've had a few comments recently, and let me just take you back a little bit. So I last had my lips filled about 6 months ago now, so it was a while. But I have noticed that the negative comments have kind of ramped up in the past, I'd say the past like couple of months, and that has kind of been aligned with such time that I felt like my lips have maybe got a bit uneven. And I think that as the filler has kind of worn off, it's left a little bit of like an uneven situation. And also I have a couple of bumps as well. So I don't know if they've just become more apparent as the filler's worn off, which is what I think's happened. But yeah, so people, I've had comments, and do you know what? I can definitely hold my hands up and say my lips are not perfect. Believe me, if my lips are pissing you off, they're pissing me off far more, because I'm really not happy with how they look at the moment. They're bumpy, lumpy, and as I said before, they're just like, they're a bit uneven. So yeah, the lips in their current state, they're definitely not like the kind of lips that I've always dreamed about. So I'm not really particularly happy with them, but I still don't think that that gives anyone an excuse for openly criticizing them. I mean, and I've said this in many videos before, that, you know, I know that lip fillers are not for everyone, and a lot of people don't like them, a lot of people do, but I know there's like a whole load of people that just do not like lip fillers and don't understand why anyone would ever want to get lip fillers. So I completely respect that, but I've said in many of my videos that, you know, I respect your opinions if that's how you feel about lip fillers. But couldn't you also, by the way, I'm saying you, I don't mean you to every viewer, I mean you as in the dick that feels like I want to be asked what's wrong with my lips, you know what I mean? So yeah, I understand like that they're not everyone's cup of tea. Like, I love breadsticks. Breadsticks are not everyone's cup of tea. I love green tea. Green tea, definitely not everyone's cup of tea, but I just love green tea. So all I'm asking, and I have asked explicitly in videos, look, if you don't like lip fillers, that's fine. I respect your opinion, but please respect mine. And please, could you just like try and refrain from saying anything? Because as much as I can sit there and I can say, oh, do you know what? It doesn't bother me. Like, negative comments, they just like roll off my back, and I'm not asked because I'm happy with myself. I wish that was really true, because if I'm going to be completely honest with you, and I am, because otherwise there's just no point in me making this video, I do get upset by negative comments, and I am very lucky in the sense that the only negative comments that I ever actually get are about my lips. So like, I'm kind of lucky for that, because it's not like I ever really get any other negative comments. But it does really get to you, because, for example, like, I'll be scrolling through my comments, they'll be really, really positive and supportive, and then I'll just find like the one fucking comment that says, what have you done to your lips? Or the worst one is when people say, Amwyn, I adore you, but what have you done to your lips? And it's kind of like, in a way that hurts more when they say, Amwyn, I adore you, Amwyn, I love you, but what have you done to your lips? That hurts way more, because it's kind of like, you're thinking, oh my gosh, my lips must be so fucked right now because they love me, but yet they're telling me like my lips, like they look crazy, like what's wrong with them? They're mutant lips, you know. It just, that kind of hurts me more, I think, than if some fecker just comes along and goes, you've got fecked up lips. That would hurt me far less, honestly. So yeah, I do get really hurt by it, and to the point that I become incredibly anxious about checking my comments and very reluctant to check comments, because like I'll be having like a really, really good day and I'll think, oh, I'm just going to check my YouTube comments. But then I don't, because I know that if there's a negative comment in there about my lips, it's going to just stick with me for the rest of the day, and I'm going to be in a slump. And do you know what? I wish that I could just let it roll off my back, and I wish that it didn't get to me, but it does. And it's not just the fact that, you know, someone's criticising my lips, or the fact that then it starts to make me incredibly paranoid about my lips. But it's the fact that, you know, it upsets me that people can just be so rude, honestly. Like someone on Instagram last week just said, what's wrong with your lips? And that might seem like quite an innocuous comment, but really, like, it hurts deep. That hurts deep, because, like, imagine if I actually did have something wrong with my lips, and I had, like, a lip problem of some description, and then someone saying, oh, what's wrong with your lips? That'd be really offensive. I mean, it's really offensive anyway, even the fact that I don't have anything wrong with my lips. But yeah, I've just got to the point now where I'm scared to check my YouTube comments. I'm actually scared. I don't really want to post pictures anymore to Instagram, because I'm just anxious about, anxious about getting a negative comment about my lips. And I'm saying all of this knowing that my lips are not perfect, but it just hurts me so much. And like I said, it's not even the comment or someone criticise my lips, or like me thinking my ego's been hurt. It's not that. It's the fact that I don't understand, how can people be so cruel and so judgmental and so mean? Honestly, I don't know how people can be so mean. I would not dream of going onto someone's YouTube video or Instagram video and saying anything negative, even if I may think it. I've been raised properly, and I've been brought up with manners, and I don't say something if it's not positive. Like, you know, I think constructive criticism is one thing, and that's great, but I don't know how you could get, because I don't know how, what is wrong with your lips? I mean, I love you, but what are you doing with your lips? Don't think that could ever be deemed as being constructive. And yeah, I've got a real complex about my lips now, honestly. So I mean, they're not perfect. I never wanted my lips to be big and massive and gigantic. You know, that's never what I've wanted my lips to look like. You know, I got fillers because I just wanted a bit of a boost, you know. I just fancied a boost. I'm the kind of person that I always like to change things up. I'm constantly changing my hair. I like to mix up makeup. You know, I don't have a specific makeup style that I love. I like to get piercings, I like tattoos, I just like trying new things. And, you know, I think as well, like, and this is something that I've never really told anyone, but I'm a bit body dysmorphic. So, there's you know, when people are posting these comments saying, oh, what's wrong with your lips? And yes, I do acknowledge my lips aren't perfect, they're uneven, they're lumpy and bumpy, but I don't think they're terrible. But when people are like questioning, like, oh, what's wrong with your lips? You know, and commenting on my lips, makes me really second guess like what I am actually seeing in the mirror, which is something that I do really struggle with anyway. I don't ever really know if what my eyes are perceiving in the mirror, if that's what's actually there. I don't know. That probably does not make any sense whatsoever, but I would just say that, you know what, I've been a bit down about this recently, and I love reading through my YouTube comments, and I've just not had any bravery to do it. And I know people are going through so much worse. Like, people are actually going through problems. We're in a global pandemic. This is, you know, the big picture of things, this is minor. But I feel like I can be open and honest with you all, and that's just exactly what I'm doing now. This is just like me sitting on my crushed velvet executive chair in my makeup room, and I want to just open up to you guys and tell you about how hurtful it is when people criticise or comment negatively about my lips. And as I said, and I cannot accentuate this point enough, I know that I know 99.9% of you guys would never even dream of commenting on my lips. So this is definitely not geared towards probably all of you even watching this video. You know, I don't think you would ever dream of saying anything negative to me because you're good people. But I just wanted to be open in case there was the chance that there was a lurker here, or just the 1 minor percent of people who had said something. And, you know, because I do feel like I have been quite explicit and to the point in videos about saying, look, you know, I respect your opinions if you don't like lip fillers, but please could you just respect mine, and please just refrain from saying anything negative, because it's not going to really change how I feel about lip fillers. I still have my own opinions on lip fillers, and yes, mine are not looking the best they've ever looked, but does that mean that I'm never going to get lip fillers again? Probably not. It probably means I'll probably get these dissolved at some point, and then I'll just start again on a fresh slate, honestly, because I do like having body and volume in my lips personally. Like, I don't think it's for everyone. I don't think everyone's lips look better with body and volume, but hey, who am I to say that? The only person that it should really matter to is the owner of the lips. And, you know, as well, a lot of people do make another comment, which I think when people make this comment, they don't see this as being like in any way like a hate comment or a super negative comment, but a lot of people will say, and when I preferred your lips so much more before. And in a way, like, you could take that as a compliment, but then on the other hand, like, I did not prefer my lips before. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's great that you preferred my lips before, but I didn't. I did not, and that's why I decided I was going to get my lips filled a bit, because I, the owner of said lips, did not prefer my lips before. I much prefer my lips with a bit of filler in. Even now, they're uneven. They're a bit lumpy and bumpy, but I still prefer these lips to how they were before, because I think that I just prefer, I'm not going to justify why, I just do, I just prefer them, and each to their own, you know. So I would just like to say, like, if you've ever thought about talking about my lips or criticising them, or, you know, even trying to be like super friendly with it and saying, you know, I think your lips were fine before, just please, could I say, please don't. I feel like I might do that thing where you could block a keyword on, you know, in the comments. So my keyword will be like lips, but then it means if someone's asking, what do you have on your lips, I can't tell them. So I don't really want to do that, but I just feel like he's getting to me, guys. Like, and he's getting to me, and that's it. The purpose of this video today was just to say, and it doesn't just go for me and my channel. If, you know, there's another YouTuber out there, another Instagrammer out there, or just another online person out there, just please be just mindful about, you know, what you're going to criticise and how you're going to criticise it. And even if you're thinking, okay, well, this is an indirect way of saying I do not like your lips, and in a way maybe you're trying to give confidence to say, look, you don't need fillers. Why are you getting fillers? They're fine for. I'd just say don't, because there's a reason why that person made the decision to get fillers, and it was because it was something they wanted to do. And Oh, guys, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. And I'm so sorry that I have to come on here with this very negative, like, ranty video. And I don't do these often. It's rare. I think my last ranty video was, I don't know. I don't know if I've ever even done a ranty video. I'm not sure. But anyway, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video today. And I cannot emphasize enough that this video is not geared towards 99.9% of you. And by the way, can I just say as well that I think it's so sweet that over on Instagram and here on YouTube, people will always jump to my defense. So if anyone criticizes my lips, I will see that you good guys, I'm going to call you the good guys always jump to my defense, which is the sweetest thing ever. But I would just say, just literally don't worry about it. I really appreciate it, but I don't want your precious time to be taken up with toxicness from toxic people who are just dicks, who are wanting to just be dicks on the internet. I don't want you to waste any of your precious time getting drawn into like a toxic hole with them. So just don't worry. I love you defending me, but don't feel like you have to, because what I always do whenever I see a comment, I just block the fucking commenter, because I can't be arsed with it. I can't be arsed replying, I can't be arsed justifying. I just don't got time for that. I've got far better ways to spend my time than replying and trying to justify why I get my lips filled to some random person on the internet. So I just block them. I block and I walk away, but I don't, because I do feel sad for like the rest of the day and I'm in a slump. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to put this video up. Thank you to everybody who supports me and everyone that is just always there for me and is just so positive. Like I can't even begin to express how thankful and appreciative I am. Anyway, I'm going to go now. I think I've said everything I needed to say, so I just really had to get that off my chest, honestly, because the last few videos I've not been replying, or I've not been on top of my YouTube comments, and the reason for that is just because I'm getting a bit scared to enter into my comments, just because I know there'll be some fucker in there who's decided just to tell me how they feel about my lips, which I just don't give a shit, honestly. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.